Hi there, you're watching Airsoft Action TV. I'm Gareth Gadge Harvey.
And I'm Tom Anvil Hibberd.
About a month ago, the Stan in Sheffield set the Airsoft community on fire with a controversial statement about playstyles at their indoor arena.
They did indeed. And unfortunately, the words got taken a bit out of context. And what the owner really meant is that he wanted to restrict high rate of fire semi-auto guns and slightly dangerous behaviour at his site. But also, he then stood up and said, I'm going to run some Speedsoft games
Dedicated for that player who wants faster pace of play. And do you know what? They put their money where their mouth is. So today, me and Tom are here to see some airsofters giving it a go, biting the bullet and seeing what it's all about. So in a bit, we're going to show you some 3-on-3 quick action games. They're going to be about 5 to 10 minute rounds.
If that, if they're not dead in 90 seconds.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff. It's like really safe barriers. So if you want to slide towards someone and like slam your shoulder into it, you're not going to break your arm because you just slammed into a concrete block.
Run into a load of pallets.
Yeah, or take your knee off on a bit of broken glass.
We'll show you the barriers in a bit. They're tournament paintball barriers. They're really awesome, made of really strong materials you can just bounce off. It's going to be a really interesting dynamic game because there's not a massive amount of cover, so the guys are going to have to move around and use techniques they're probably not familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just want in airsoft. You get there, you hunker down, you can wait and snipe. You can sit on your belly for 15 minutes in most games. You sit on your belly for 3 minutes in this, and you're out. I reckon someone's going to get around the side of you, or you're just wasting your time to actually get that objective done. So
what they've done, because this is a paintball site as well, and a lot of the paintball staff have a lot of tournament experience. The airsoft guys have used the paintball guys in order to set the field out. So it's not just higgledy-piggledy set up with stuff. It's been set up in a tournament environment, so there's lots of angles of fire.
Yeah, and
so you have to stay mobile. And
talking to Wallace, what I like the fact is, well, they've got a set of rules they're going to try out for this, but they're not set in stone. They've said today is a trial day. If we find that that round time is far too long, we can move it down. If we find that our ammo limits or magazine capacity rules or whatever aren't right, we can move it. And today's all about getting feedback from that player base to find out if we can actually move airsoft from a hobby to an actual regulated sport.
Yeah, and I think this has the potential to be a sport. So we'll go and have a look around the field, and then we'll look forward to some awesome airsoft action.
Catch you in a bit.
So this is the type of obstacle we're talking about. It's like a bouncy castle fabric, so it's super tough, and you can almost bounce off it. A bit like that. These have all got really strange names to airsoft. There's like tea bags and Doritos and Mayan castles, cans, cakes, mini cakes, to name but a few. It's going to be fascinating seeing the guys playing around them. So the way the teams are going to start today is they're going to need to have one foot on this barrel bunker, their gun touching it, and they can be looking downfield, but they're going to be out. They can't immediately start shooting as soon as the buzzer goes. Again, another really interesting thing to happen.
Hi there, you're watching Airsoft Action TV. I'm Gareth Gadge Harvey, and I'm here with Alex and Tom. And guys, I'm here, you're regular woodland airsofters, but you're going to give this Speedsoft event at Skirmish Nottingham a try.
That's right, yeah. It's our first time doing any kind of speed softing. I've seen people do it, it looked quite fun, a bit more fast paced.
I think a big thing with airsofting is it's nice to have a lot of different things to try, so whether it's multiple sites, trying different things, especially this
keeps it all fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of variety. There's a town section, there's a woodland, and whereas this is just be another extension of that, just another bit to play on.
Do you know, I'm quite keen on the idea of Speedsoft. I come from a paintball background. I think it is a fun thing we can do, something different. And I've seen it get quite a bit of some people don't like it nowadays, and people use that play style. I actually think that it's got its own feel to it. I mean, this is completely different from anything I've ever done in airsoft, and paintball not so much, but in airsoft. So, I mean, do you mind? It's going to be quite fast paced today, I think.
Yeah.
You're going to get knackered, aren't you? Yeah. Now, imagine running into one of them if they were made out of pallets, you know, those sort of obstacles. You're going to put your shoulder out. So, are you guys local to the site, or?
Yeah, fairly.
Relatively,
yeah,
just in Derby.
This is probably the first site I ever played at, actually, about 8 years ago. So this is where I kind of got into airsoft. So
and have you come as like a 4-man team, or is it just?
Yeah, we're kind of.
We have a few more that kind of dip in and out of cover,
Yeah.
but it's normally about 6.
So I think we're expecting about 30-odd players to try the Speedsoft arenas today. What do you reckon your chances of winning are?
Oof, I don't know if they've done it a lot of times before.
Obviously dead hard.
if they've played Speedsoft a lot before, they're probably used to that style of gameplay.
I think the advantage that we get, I think it might take us a while to get into that mentality of running and moving fast,
rather than hunkering down and like
so used to getting good cover. And
because you've got what, 4 minutes for a round?
Something like
Something
that.
like that. So you're going to have to really be motoring to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I think from our point of view, from the magazine, one thing we've noticed is that, you know, when you try and film or record woodland airsoft, by its very nature, you've got 30 guys in camouflage hiding in a bush.
Yeah, quite difficult.
Whereas this is going to be quite visually exciting to be a spectator and watch, because you can stand here, because I don't know if you can tell viewers, but obviously there's a meshed off, semi-safe area, so you can watch the games without getting peppered by the incoming fire. But it does mean you can actually sit there and watch the other teams while you're having a breathe, you're reloading. Are you both running AGs for this event?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people who play Speedsoft like to have a high pressure air system. Do you think that's going to put you at a disadvantage, or?
I'm sure they do it for a reason, but I can't imagine it's going to be the difference between winning and losing. That's more on how you play with it.
I'd say it's more your fitness in this game rather than what you're carrying. It's more how fast you can run.
It's about fitness. It's about fitness. I'm out.
I don't know. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
I'm sure we're not going to outright lose because of it. Yeah. We'll probably lose because we're not that good. But
I'm not expecting to win everything though at all.
I think that's a pretty good attitude to have. Right, Alex, Tom, thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you. Cheers.
And we'll catch you with some more of the Speedsoft Speed CQB footage later.
Hit.
Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, game.
It's just practicing that really fast snap movement, and in airsoft, it depends on how the sport develops. But if you're all doing feathering and you're doing that 10 balls per second, getting those first balls in the right, or first BBs in the right place is going to become more important the better teams that you play against.
10 seconds.
They know the paintball guys, so.
Hi there, you're watching Airsoft Action TV. I'm Gareth, Gadge and Anvil, and I'm here with two of the country's Speedsofters, for want of a better term. Is that a dirty word for you guys? Are you okay with that?
I'd say we're all right with it. Yeah, it's obviously it has a bit of a knock around the name, but it's an all right name now. We've actually started really giving the name a bit of a
I think actually Wallace and the guys seem to be actually giving a lot of players a very good impression of what they. If you don't know about something, as we just mentioned earlier, your instant reactions go, "That's rubbish, don't like it." Yeah, it's like if someone tries to make me listen to a band that I haven't found myself. I'm like, "Oh, they're toss." If I found it myself, I think they were brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think we've just seen open day players come past and go, "I want to give that a go." But I mean, you guys have been in on this since pretty much the start. So how did you get involved?
You explain yours because he was the very start.
Well, essentially, I started playing Airsoft in 2016, and I'd noticed I was going to go into the more like milsim kind of bracket of Airsoft, but then I watched a video from the States from a team called SYG. I watched one of their videos, I was sold, and for the next 2 years, basically these past 2 years, I've just been essentially been a big advocate for Speedsoft and just trying to really push the kind of positive image rather than this kind of whole negative stereotype that everyone's got this really bizarre idea of.
And the thing is, what I think is Airsoft's quite a broad church, right? And I can understand that, like, I do everything from Wild West to kind of milsim stuff, right? Yeah. I wouldn't go to a normal open day or something like with a full milsim team and shout orders at people. And I can understand why some people who've gone to play Army in the Woods want to have more camouflage involved, that sort of thing. But for me, you guys have never really had that tournament circuit in the UK, those dedicated events that I think you're probably going to get now. And I think Speedsoft actually is so exciting, it needs to be its own thing. That's my personal opinion. I see people playing out on there. I had a quick burst of it, cracking fun. Tom had a go of it, loved it. And I think I can only see this growing. I mean, you've got the experience more than me. Are you seeing it growing?
Yeah,
100%, absolutely. Like I said, when I started, I created SCA, which is Steel City Airsoft, and that was just like a team with me and my mates. And now we've had, yesterday we had the first like UK tournament at a sub airfield in Retford.
I know Retford, yeah.
And that was so much fun.
So are you getting a lot of players coming from the paintball side, or are you actually getting people coming in from milsim?
It's more milsim coming to airsoft. Everywhere that me and a few of my teammates have gone, I've noticed that we play there maybe 1 or 2 times, and then maybe the 3rd time we go, we actually see a lot of those players that were dressed in the more military kit actually change themselves for like the dye paintball mask and the more lightweight gear, because they've seen how we play and they've seen it. Oh, actually, it looks quite fun.
Totally get it. Honestly, Tom and I, we have a small milsim team, and we tend to play in like MTP tops and wolf grey trousers, chest rigs or plate carriers, etc. We said, if the 4 of us come and do this, we're going to keep the wolf grey trousers, but we might wear something a bit more like sort of like a hockey kind of shirt or something like that. Now, what are these dedicated Speedsoft shirts? Are they designed for sport? Or?
Well, these are just paintball jerseys, as they say.
Okay,
So
and you've had them custom made for your own team?
My Anthrax paintball, who are absolutely solid.
Cool. So talking about custom made stuff, now I saw you playing with an AG, and I expected a lot of like high speed players to all be on like hair trigger, HPA. You're using more what I would expect as a setup. So can you tell me where you started with this and where it's gone?
Right, there's quite a big story behind this. So it started out as a G&G CM16 SRS, and it was literally just a stock AG. But then I acquired a Polystar jack. I put that in, it worked quite well. And then my friend Henry, who's part of the team, he made me this. It's literally just a carbon fibre tube with some
custom barrel shroud
which just allows me a bit more grip, and it's extremely lightweight as well.
Now, I noticed you've also got, rather than having an inline stock, which with traditional rifle shooting, people were moving away from drop stocks to inline shots. So you've got to have a higher sight picture. But with a drop stock, you can actually be quite low down with it.
You got this kind of, you can really shoulder it into your. Obviously into your shoulder.
Rather than having it over your shoulder, which always looks a little bit weird, you know?
You can have it there and you pretty much have a bang-on sight line of exactly where your shots are going.
I can see how it's going.
And to me, instead of having to be in like that and like picking up, I can literally just sit nice and tight in cover and hold it like that. So it's perfect for me, just trying to hold nice little angles on people.
Oh, guys, well, thank you very much. I've been Gareth, Gadge and Anvil, and this has been Harry and Alex. Sorry, Alex, I'm terrible with names.
It's fine.
From the UK Speedsoft community, both from different teams. Now, if you're an airsofter out there watching this and you're going like, oh, I don't like it, give it a go first. Okay, I'm back here with Tom and Alex. Now, earlier today we asked you about playing Speedsoft style of play for the first time. You're both mainly sort of like woodland sort of airsoft. I think it's your first go at this. Were your expectations met?
I think mine was surpassed.
Surpassed,
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, it's obviously a lot different to playing woodland. And there's a much more, you get more games in fact. If you can stand it, you can play 10 in a row if you're fit enough.
There's a lot more trigger time, isn't there? Yeah.
Definitely. It's really fun. Yeah, and, a lot different. But
I just saw people watching it going on. So you were the first sort of trial group who were playing in the morning, and we saw more and more people coming in. And actually, because it's 3 minutes between rounds or whatever, there's even less tendency to go, oh, like, if someone's going to go, well, maybe I didn't, no one saw me took that. You're only getting 3 minutes. What's the point? I've literally seen people leave the starting barrier and go hit and wander off.
Which is very much the thing with regular airsoft, is you've got a 100-metre walk back to the spawn, wait.
Or even worse, if it's a big milsim and you've been out for 2 hours stalking someone and you get hit by a stray shot. I'm like, obviously, any decent, honest player is going to go, yeah, I'll take that and I'll walk off.
But you get the odd.
And I'm not trying to say, that obviously, like, high-speed players are more honest in any way. That would be a ridiculous statement to make. What I'm saying is, the nature of the game is, for me, playing it very briefly, I didn't actually care if I got shot out.
It influences honest behaviour compared to standard airsoft. But,
so, do you think you could get into this?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so, yeah. I just like the way that it condenses the firefight of a whole big game into just like a couple minutes, and it's just really intense.
And there's a lot more. Sometimes the where you're playing can really affect a woodland game, so often other teams can have advantage over you. Whereas in this one, it's your tactics that can really.
And it's totally symmetrical, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know full well
that there's no advantage. It's just how you're playing.
And I also noticed that we've got some guys who play high-speed airsoft as a kind of a hobby, as their main thing. And you guys, you're new to it, you weren't being devastated by them. Guys were holding their own, they were playing.
Got a few of them. They got movers as well.
Yeah, so...
I think there's certainly edge tactics that kind of give them advantage in certain situations. But
it's not a massacre, is it, at the end of the day? I've seen young kids who maybe 14 or 15 playing against adult players.
Holding their own.
Yeah,
a big thing is when you get hit, you can learn from it the next game. Whereas when it's in airsoft, you get hit because you've peaked for too long. You've got a 5-minute walk back and then back to position. Whereas in this, you learn 3 minutes later you're back and duck lower, don't give that shot over the top or whatever.
Brilliant. Well, guys, thank you very much for chatting to Airsoft Action TV. Hopefully, we'll see you on the Speedsoft pitch a bit later on.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.